Hi all, today I'm going to be discussing possible Dragon Age collections that could possibly be coming out in the near future alongside the new title being Dragon Age Dreadwolf, so let's talk about it.
Lockhart QT.
So in 2021 we had the incredible Mass Effect Legendary Edition by bioware that included from the ground up remasters of a modified version of Unreal Engine 3 for the original Mass Effect trilogy, which obviously included Mass Effect 1, 2 and 3. And these were brilliant remasters in my opinion. They redid the character models, textures, lighting, certain gameplay tweaks. For example, they made Mass Effect 1 more in line in terms of like the UI and certain gameplay elements with Mass Effect 2 and 3. And it was a great trilogy and a great remaster in my opinion in terms of a collection. But in terms of a collection, Dragon Age would be a great series to do a collection on, because you've obviously got Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age Inquisition, and they could obviously do a few things even more with that. So obviously you guys know, if you know me like on the channel, I'm not a huge Dragon Age fan. In fact, I'm actually currently playing through Origins for the first time at the moment, and in terms of getting into the series, somebody like me, this would be a perfect introduction to the series. Like for a lot of people, I imagine that the Legendary Edition was their first ever time playing a Mass Effect game potentially. So I think for me personally, I'd love to see a collection that's similar to the Legendary Edition, where perhaps it's a modified version of Unreal Engine. I don't even mind if it's not like remakes, if it's full-on ports that have obviously been tweaked in terms of UI and things like that, for obviously Dragon Age Origins 2 and Inquisition, and if they're brought into the limelight a bit more, because obviously with Dreadwolf coming out, people are going to want a sort of catch-up or a reminder of what's happened in the series so far. And currently the only way that you can play all three games is on Xbox via backwards compatibility, and if you own the original titles, as well as on PC. But a lot of people on PlayStation are essentially missing out, because unless you own PS3 copies of Origins and 2 and then a PS4 copy of Inquisition, you can play it on your PS5. But again, that's another thing. Inquisition on PS5 isn't scaled up in any way, shape or form. It is just a case of it's 1080, I'm pretty sure it's 1080 30, or it might be checkerboarded 4K 30. I'm not sure Inquisition actually got a sort of PS4 Pro boost like Andromeda did. I'm not really too sure, but I would love to see all of these games running at either 4K 60 or like 4K 30, 1080 60 on current gen hardware, PS5, Xbox, PC, on Steam, if they've re-released it, and maybe on PC where you could actually port over your save files. That would be fantastic. And another thing as well, where you could perhaps port different things with save files over through Origins and 2, that would be great as well. And just little things like that. But some other things I've come up with, obviously I don't know if you guys have seen, but I've actually done a mock-up of potentially what the main menu could look like. And in terms of the Legendary Edition, don't get me wrong, the Legendary Edition for Mass Effect was brilliant, and in my opinion it's the best way to play the original trilogy. I think that including things like concept art, like an in-game library where you can view music, cutscenes, concept art, sort of maybe fan art, and maybe like a developer like bioware documentary and like past trailers that cover like the history of the game, I think that would be fantastic as well. As again, not only would it get new fans in, it would also bring old fans back and then get it ready for Dreadwolf. Because if Dreadwolf is potentially, in quotation marks here, coming out next year, if it's not been delayed with all the recent layoffs and things like that, then I think porting the older games into collection would be a fantastic idea. But again, thank you so much for watching, and tell me in the comments below, do you think we'll get a Dragon Age Legendary Edition, so to speak, where it's again a collection of ports of Dragon Age Origins 2 and Inquisition? Tell me in the comments below, do you think this is happening, and would you actually buy it? I imagine the collector's edition, like the £150, $150 version, perhaps include like a weapon or like a prop or a helmet or a map and other various things. That would be really cool as well. But yeah, tell me in the comments below. And for more Dragon Age, Mass Effect and BioWare content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.